EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Washington Commanders. Get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a first carry here for their running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders use the only turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on.
And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action with Jackson. That's another one complete to Mitchell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have the Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1st down, here's Mitchell. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
But a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle!
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score. Commanders 14. Ravens 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Will. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And Walker has it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. To throw is Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mitchell is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened them up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, they got him again. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Nick, trap 60, trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And that is incomplete.
that could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, Dragon 60. Ready, right?
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Daniels looking to throw. He's got him in, complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun, down to about the 32. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Daniels. So left side, it's complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To the air goes Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
I just want to rock. I just want to rock.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw is Daniels. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave it with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. He keeps him out of where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And they'll get him down short of 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. They'll get 7 yards there on the keeper, but still 4th down.
The career is my stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, love is on the line.
And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 9-yard line.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Go!
They go play action. Daniels. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Let's go now.
Throwing now is Daniels. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. was able to get to him. Trenton Simpson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Here now, a 3rd and 20.
Down. Past the 60.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert. Probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Wanna quit?
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Wood. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 32 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet and make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try. That's caught at the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Past the 60, past the 60.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Ready, ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Commanders are able to move back in front. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
DC, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's one. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Again, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Ready? Hot 70, hot.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Get it. 70 Lions. Warriors 70. Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have a
Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here we go, first and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll run here with Edwards. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Y'all got to pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. Anybody more power?
Third down and goal coming up here.
Tag. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run here on third and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. The kick by Bass is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This is first and 10. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Commanders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So a victory here for the Commanders. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception.